Here's today's bonus quiz. This is from 1125. In this, given this series, does it converge absolutely, conditionally, or does it diverge, and why? So I'm going to use the root test, and I set it up this way. And I prefer to use exponents. Oops, it's the kth root. And the absolute value is going to make it 2k. This takes away anything negative. And I'm going to write it that way. It's the same thing. So that is going to be equal to 2 to the 1 over k. I'm sorry, 2 to the k over k. K to the k over k. So lots of k's. K's are allowed. It's going to be 2 on top and a k on the bottom. So this limit is 0. So because my root limit, rho, is less than 0, the series converges, is less than 1. My root limit, rho, is equal to 0, which is less than 1. The series converges absolutely. And that's it. We're done. Okay. Now we're done, but I'm also going to use the ratio in case some of you did that. And I'll do that on a different page. So let me write down the series. There we are. So I need to do lim absolute ak plus 1 over ak. K goes to infinity. Well, that's going to be this limit. Again, since it's absolute, I get rid of the minus 1. I have 2k plus 1, k plus 1 to the k plus 1, over 2 to the k to the k. Okay. Again, the absolute value took care of the minus 1. So, and this is my rho, sorry. So I take this limit, I'm going to invert and multiply. And then I'm going to put like terms over like terms. So 2k plus 1 over 2k, k to the k over k plus 1 to the k plus 1. Okay. This I just subtract k, so I'm going to get a 2. This one's a little trickier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write k to the k. I'm going to get k plus 1 to the k times k plus 1. Now essentially, here these are just going to cancel out, and I am going to be left with this k plus 1 term. But let me write this out a little bit. So I'm going to write this a little bit differently. I'm going to write 2 k to the k over k plus 1 to the k over 1 over k plus 1. So I just split this into this part, and this part. And that's going to be lim k goes to infinity. 2. This limit is going to go to 1. And that's because the degree of the top and bottom equals 1. So I get a 1 here, and they get 1 over k plus 1. Now that limit this is going to go off to 1 over infinity, which is 0. So this limit is equal to 0. So I have the same thing. My rho is 0. That's less than 1. Therefore, the series converges absolutely by the ratio test. And we're done.